Hi, I am Mohan. In this video, I'm going to explain the type of filters used in the fluid power system or hydraulic system. Okay, we know that filters are the devices whose primary function is retention of insoluble contaminants or unwanted particles from the fluid by some porous medium and a strainer. In simple words, a filter or a strainer is a device whose function is to trap insoluble contaminants contained in a flowing fluid. A porous medium here is refers to a screen or filtering material that allows fluid to flow through it but stops the other material. Okay, actually the filters are classified into three types based on the following factor. Okay, the first classification is based on the method of filtering. The second classification is based on size of pores in the filtering material. The third classification is based on the location of filter. Okay, based on method of filtering, again the filters are classified into three types. The first one is mechanical filter. Okay, in this filter, usually they're going to use metal or cloth screen or a series of metal discs separated by thin spacers in order to filter the unwanted particles or impurities which is present in the fluid. And by using this filter, only the lot size particles or coarse particles can be removed. Okay, in mechanical method, a metal or cloth screen or a series of metal discs separated by thin spacers are used. This method is capable of removing only relatively coarse particle because the solid contaminations are physically arrested. It is called mechanical filter. The second type of filter based on method of filtering is absorption filter. Okay, in this case, absorbing material like paper, pulp, cloth, cellulose, or asbestos is going to use. Okay, absorption filters use porous and permeable material such as a paper, pulp, cloth, cellulose, asbestos as a filtering medium. In this type, the particles are actually absorbed as the fluid penetrates the material. When the fluids enters this material, the unwanted particle get absorbed. Okay, these filters are used for extremely very small size particle filtration. The third type based on method of filtering is adsorbent filter. Here adsorbing material like silica gel is used to filter the unwanted particle. Adsorption is a surface phenomena and refers to the tendency or affinity of the particles clinging to the surface of the filter medium. Filter medium includes activated clay or chemically treated paper, or we can use silica gel also. The capacity of such filter depends on the effective area of the surface of filter medium available. Okay, the second classification is based on size of pores in the material. Okay, in that the first one is a surface filter. In surface filters are used to remove the lot size particle. Okay, these are nothing but simple screen used to clean oil passing through their pores. The screen thickness is very thin and dirty unwanted particles are collected at the top surface of the screen when the oil passes. Example for surface filter is strainer. Okay, the second type based on size of pore is a depth filter. This type of filter is used to remove the small size particle or finer particle. These contain a thick walled filter medium through which the oil is made to flow and the undesirable foreign particles are retained. In this type, much finer particles are arrested and the capacity is much higher than the surface filter. And the last classification is based on the location of filter. Based on location of filter, again the filters are classified into three types. The first one is a intake or inline filter, or also called as a suction strainer. The second type is pressure line filter, and the third type is return line filter. And you can see the diagram. The first diagram is intake or inline filter. Okay, here the filter is placed before the pump in order to protect the pump against contamination. But the disadvantage of intake or inline filter is it may create a star in the pump. That is one of the disadvantage. The second type is a pressure line filter. Okay, in this type, the filter is placed after the pump in order to protect the valves from the contaminants. The third one is a return line filter. Here, the filter is placed in the return line. Here the filter filters the oil returning from the pressure relief valve or from the system. And advantage of this return line filter is it catches the dirt in the system before it enters the reservoir, and the filter housing does not operate under full system pressure and is therefore less expensive than a pressure filter. But the disadvantage is there is no direct protection for circuit components. Okay, these are the three classification of filter. The first one is based on method, the second one is based on size of pores. Okay, the third classification is based on location of filter.